Welcome to gentle journaling. Just a way to relax, and you might have a blank page here in one of your journals. I'm using this tiny little one. You are designed to heal. Thanks for sharing that with us, Fawn. Really helpful to know that you were having a day and you were doing the art prompts and then decided that it was time to call that page a day, pop this quote on and go and rest. Fawn, thank you for your inspiration and advice. Thank you. Step 1, rip some paper. Oh, do you know that's so relaxing? Even if you don't get any further, you could just rip paper. Yeah, why not? You make up the rules. This is your time. Just this little bit of time to relax. No right or wrong. You do you. This is a message from Little Pickles. Isn't it gorgeous? It could be any sort of paper as well. Here we are. I like to put the paper over the edge as well, so it makes it interesting. Yeah, and what's your substrate? Mine is today my little notebook, a little journal, but I've been using envelopes for Happy Mail, recycling envelopes and doing little gentle collages on those. So, Janet, what are you going to use these little notebooks for when they're finished? Well, you can put them on the shelf and pull them out to look through for inspiration sometimes. And if you put quotes in, you can read them out. Courage doesn't roar. Sometimes courage is a little voice at the end of the day, and it says, you try again tomorrow. Oh, that was from Sophia. Oh, that was lovely. Well, I had an idea. I've got one of my other little notebooks. I call this my comfort journal. It's very full up, and I thought it opens up like that. I thought it makes a Rolodex. So I've made a Rolodex from it for my desk, and I just literally pop ATCs and little cards in it. Here's one from Barbara G. Truly great friends are hard to find, difficult to leave, and impossible to forget. So that's just an idea. Right. Step 2. Use napkin. I have one of my favourite napkins here. It's the little mushroom one. I've been using it on these. Oh, I've been using it in the journals, on my envelope collages. Maybe I'm running out, and maybe you haven't got a napkin mushroom. A napkin mushroom. A mushroom napkin. Oh dear. What am I like? Well, never fear. Have you got any napkin backs or paper towel? Pop your napkin back on here. Oh, thanks, Colin. I did this with the flowers, didn't I? Where are they? Okay, here it is. Yeah. Yeah, that's the painted napkin. So, so let's make a mushroom, shall we? Let's make a mushroom napkin for our collage. Well, it's our lucky day because there's literally no right or wrong way to do this. Yeah, we don't have to be a great watercolour artist. Yeah, I'm just... Oh, this is so relaxing. Lovely. Once these are doodled on as well, let's just splash a bit of paint. Lovely. Oh, wonderful. It's a good question. I've shown you my holder with the coffee tins, because all the way down. Who else has a pile of wires? Oh, I know. Oh, look. There's nothing warmer than a cold, wet nose. That was from Alicia. Is that right, Freddie? Right, now, that was a good question. How did we secure these tins? Let's have a look. Questions in the comments. Ah, right, okay, so 2 little nails there and 2 little holes there, and they sit nicely. Look at these, they're gorgeous designs, each one by a different artist. Let's celebrate these tins. Some origami one there. I'll put that back. I'm taking the little edges from the book page and just stamping like a little bit of paper washi here. A little bumblebee stamp. You can use any stamp though. I'll add that to my page. Where are we? Let that dry. Have you been making a page too, Flo? Oh, I love it. You're using a bumblebee stamp and wonderful. What have you got in the pocket? Oh, a little quote from Riri. There's no need for rushing. Watch nature. Nature does things in due time. Oh, that's lovely, Renee. Thank you. Oh, I love that. Pop that back in the pocket. Thanks, Flo. Yeah, really. Almost it doesn't matter. Especially when this book's just for you. It doesn't really matter what it looks like in the end. Just have a wonderful time, I think. Lovely. Shall I add my napkin? Barbara, dreams come a size too big so we can grow into them. Ah, that's it. More glue. The glue of your choice, whatever glue you find helpful. So that's my napkin. You don't have to paint your own napkin. You can use the napkin you want to use. Pick out your favourite one, treat yourself. Add paint. Here's the watercolour paint I made. I made that on a live. What did I use? Oh, I used that powder. I can't think what that powder's called now. And my watercolour binder, that powder name will come to me in a minute. Oh, it was pixie dust. This is the spatula. This is the gift that keeps giving, because I used the paper that I mixed it on. I spritz that to make loads of paper, and then the pigment comes in the bottom, and I can dye paper. Look, where is that? Let me. This was from the spritzed palette that I mixed it on. This is just from all this water and pigment at the bottom. It makes gorgeous dyed paper. And the spatula's still got some on, so I can activate this so as not to waste any. Or you can just use the palette or your crayons. I'm going to say not add paint. I'm going to say, change my mind, I'm going to say add colour. Because you might not want to get your paints out. You might want to get your markers out. Adding colour, the colour of your choice. This is fun. It's got a bit of sparkly gold in it as well, because I was... Oh, lovely. Yeah. Oh, it's got some drips on it as well. Oh, yeah, let's drip. Oh, wonderful. And that will dry on there, and I'll still be able to use that. I don't even need the little I can't get my words today, but that's fine. I'm not going to force myself. This is gentle journaling. We don't have to find our words. Yeah, that's it. We go easy on ourselves, shall we?
You are enough.
Wow. There. Add a quote. I don't even know how to spell quote today. Before I add the quote, I've got one of my little jars here. I've coloured it in, and here's my jar stamp, and I've made it a jar of fairy dust. Now, if you haven't got a jar stamp, nip over to my community tab, and there's a sheet that you can print off, and oh, that's upside down, so you can colour your own in. There's a coloured sheet as well, so there's 2 print-offs there. So yeah, it's just one's a PDF, one's a Word document. You just open them in the browser and print them off. So I made this one a little jar of fairy dust. It's always nice to have a little bit of fairy dust handy, isn't it? there. Stick the label on just so we know what it is. There we are. When it's dry, I can come in and doodle on that. This quote was sent to me in comments. It was for all of us actually. You are designed to heal. Fawn. Let that dry. Step 5. Doodle. As I say, you might not get to all these. You do. Oh, you have to pump it. Oh, and then, oh, right, I can just use this as a palette now. Yeah. You do you. Just gently doodling, really. Just like to put some dots, and you might, if you're into zentangling, you might want to zentangle. Do what comes naturally. Just make sure you're holding the pen lightly. You're not gripping it tight, and maybe making sure your jaw is nice and relaxed too. I usually put hearts on. Oh, that's the napkin. I need to stick that down more. I usually just doodle hearts and
Can I send this one to Australia? Can you check whether it goes through? Thank you. Safe journey, little happy mouth.
yes, of course. I will add a splash of gold. I don't mind the gold going in here because the pigment is gorgeous for the dyed paper. Let's have a cup of tea together. Fika. Thank you for spending this time with us. I really did need a time for gentle journaling, and today, no pressure, just keeping it simple, really. Guess what I made? Well, in the shopping was delivered cornmeal instead of semolina, because we here, who in Britain, like semolina pudding. So they ordered, cornmeal came, and I thought, oh, my American friends have often talked about cornbread. I've been meaning to make it. So I did. I looked up 2 recipes. Oh, hold on. Who was that? Preppy Kitchen and Nanny Pat. I love Nanny Pat. I'll leave both links. I'm going to leave the link to Nanny Pat below. She is a delight, an absolute delight. And Nanny Pat says, you'll have opinions, I know, and I'm longing to hear them. Nanny Pat says put 1 teaspoon. She's always put 1 teaspoon in. She said long before cornmeal came in a packet, her grandmother used to grind the corn to make the cornmeal. Ah, amazing. And then the Preppy Kitchen, that was great. So I made cornbread muffins. Now, are cornbread muffins different to cornbread? Because these muffins had 66 grams of sugar in. See, I don't do cups, so yeah. And that's quite a bit of sugar, so we loved them. Absolutely loved them. They break it open. Oh, they're just so lovely. We had them last night with they had quite an international meal. We had homemade minestrone soup, so that's that Italian feel, and we had the cornbread muffins as well. So let me know. The great thing about the Preppy Kitchen is that he converted the cups into grams. So I know Becky sent me a conversion chart below, and they are. This is cornbread. Lovely. Delicious. I can tell why these are such a treat. Sam's going to come down. It's morning time here. He's going to come down. I'm leaning back so you can see Freddie. He's going to come back down at lunchtime. He works from home quite a bit of the time. And make himself some, he's going to go full American here, going to make himself some scrambled eggs and have that with the cornbread muffins. So exciting. Let's pull another card from the Rolodex, shall we? Time is a companion that goes with us on the journey. It reminds us to cherish each moment because it will never come again. What we leave behind is not as important as how we lived. Thank you, Barbara. Barbara G designed these cards and made them. They go nicely in my Rolodex. Thank you. Shall we light a candle? Let's do that. Where is the candle? Yes. This is just a little bit of time just for us to relax a little bit. A time of reflection. You are designed to heal. Thanks for sharing that with us, Fawn. Really helpful to know that you were having a day and you were doing the art prompts and then decided that it was time to call that page a day, pop this quote on and go and rest. Fawn, thank you for your inspiration and advice. Thank you. I'll say goodbye. Take care, everyone. Here we are. And cool off. They look good, don't they?
Yeah.
I can't wait to try them. What about Freddie? Oh, no, he's walking off. You're not interested, Fred?
Oh, it's not enough love.
I know. Talking of photographs, I've made up a photo book. Yeah. Thanks, Gina dear.